Good morning, everybody. We started the day on the road and we just did a coffee stop, and now we're going to continue to a town. Supposedly the town has a sunny day, and that's why we decided to go there. Here in the Faroes, you kind of figure what to do each day, or you choose a destination based on how the weather is looking. And we have finally arrived to Gjogv. Has a hard to spell name, but here we are. There are a few trails that we can take. We can go first to a viewpoint. I think then we can go down and then we can take the hiking trail, and then we will look a bit around the town. There are about 50 people living here, more or less. So I guess it's a small town, a small village. This is probably going to be one of the easiest hikes. I can see some kids over there, and there are some pretty nice cliffs also. So first stop, this view. Some cliffs, rocks, the sea. According to the weather forecast, it should be sunny here, but we didn't get any sun. Maybe a bit later. As you can see, it's all muddy here. It's full of mud because all the people come here to look at those birds. They're called puffins. It sounds like muffin, but no, it's not a muffin. It's puffins, and they are a bird that can be seen here in the Faroes and in Iceland. We have a tour booked in Iceland to see them. They are really small. Maybe I can make a close-up with the iPhone. I don't know if you can see it, but all those birds flying, those are puffins. They are going to that hill and they are flying around and going back. Now you can hear them. Yeah, puffins are a highlight. Everybody wants to see them. Maybe once we are up there, we have a better view. Oh, my ankle is still sore. I have a pain right here. That's because of the lack of a proper shoe. I should have wear a bit of a higher hiking boots that at least cover also this part up to here. And that would have protected my ankle. The other day on the tough hike, I kind of twisted a bit and now it's a bit sore. There aren't that many places where you can see those birds. One is this town, and the other is on an island called Mikins or something similar. But we won't be able to go to that island because I couldn't get any ferry, and some trails are closed, so it didn't sound like like possible to go, and if part of the island is closed, then it beats a bit the purpose. And I'm not really that interested because I already have the tour booked in Iceland, and that's going to be a good chance to see them from really close. It's going to be guided, but at least you get to see them. So I was checking them up. There are quite a few things. There are even a hotel, a camping spot, toilets, quite a few views, and a few hiking trails. It seems that the town is one of the oldest, from the 1500s, and they believe that it might be even older than that. You know, the town or the village is important when you read that there's a bus coming here. Not that many towns and villages have public transport, so yep. Oh, and by the way, the town name comes from the gorge, which means the same. So George, the name of this town means gorge. This looks slippery. Everything that's green is always suspicious. This is like dark green, and then this is like green. I can tell you that my feet are really slippery. Over there are the oyster catchers. You have probably seen them in one of my previous videos, and I told you about them. Closer, although they are already moving. Yeah, they get scared really easily. You can never get close to them. Okay, let's go to the third part of the visit to the town, which is going to be the hiking trail. I have to walk really slow. There's the cafe, but still closed. I know, what time? Does it open? Yeah, it's really closed. Part 3, the hike. It's funny to see how many people loses their gloves. I've been seeing gloves in every hiking trail, sometimes even 2 and 3. Yesterday I even saw a helmet. That was a first. And of course, nothing can be easy. I really don't want to fall today. I already fall 2 times and got covered in mud. I don't want that to happen again. Not today. That probably happened between people walking and rain. You can see how everything got washed out. Wash out? Yeah, I think that's the right word. I will hold into this thing. Maybe I can go. Yeah, I can go this way. There we go. All right, I got this. There you have those chickens. Sorry, I meant puffins. They don't look like a chicken. Well, actually, they look like a small penguin. Maybe this is going to be a new type of door, a new type of gate. I really think they like to innovate. This feels like too fancy. I'm surprised I didn't have to pay for this. I mean, someone put the effort on putting the stairs and the cords and everything. This is already no hike. This is like just climbing stairs. Doesn't mean it's not going to be challenging. Oh fuck, I'm already tired. I bet it used to be like this without the stairs. Maybe the condition maybe the condition was so bad at some point and they had to put the stairs. Maybe they will ask for a fee at the top. I find really weird that they are not charging to do this one. Okay, let's see what view we get. This is incredible. It smells terrible. It smells like food for the goats, but it smells really bad. This is getting tougher and tougher. I see people barely moving over there. Maybe the path is getting really bad. I'm not sure. Oh look, there's another way. I wonder why they stop. That's never a good sign. So let me tell you something. The path was quite alright. People were stopping because the hike gets intense. I'm really tired. I don't understand how this was a 20 minutes hike. I would say it is at least 1 hour, 1 hour and a half. Okay, I will need my 2 hands here, just as a precaution. Alright, I made it. Ah, nice. Spectacular. Many people, they just use those things and they cross over, but I don't think you are supposed to do that. That's why there's a fence. I think this is just for the landowners to cross.
Gosh.
Yeah, I think I'm going with you. Where are you from?
Finland.
Finland.
Lapland.
Ah, yeah. I hear like a similar accent to Hungarian, so I thought that maybe... I was told that Finnish and Hungarian are similar. So that was the hardest part. Now it's all flat. I really think we shouldn't be here. But the stairs are a bit suspicious. I'm really warm now. I can feel my clothing getting stick to my body. Some sheep are really used to people. I just passed by one that barely moved. The weather is turning a bit shitty. I can feel drizzle in my face. Really thin rain. On the first hike that I did in Faroe, the rain was so light that you couldn't feel it on your face, but your hair was all wet. And I promise you it wasn't sweat. I didn't sweat on the first hike to the lighthouse. I've been in really humid environments and that didn't happen to me. I think that people over there, they are just going way too far. I still can't believe that this is free. Once I'm back to the town, I'm going to ask. Something interesting about the ships. I was wrong in one of my videos before. I said that like 1/3 were people. Like if there are 30,000 people living in the island, 90,000 are sheep. Well, it's actually twice. It's still quite incredible. And half of those ships are private and the other half are by farmers. And so many people raise and sheeps for their consumption. They raise them and they eat them. I think this is one of the flattest surface I've walked, and I don't see where we are supposed to go back. So I'm just going to head where that people is, where the people are, and go from there. Now the drizzle is strong enough to feel it in my face. I can't see the path anymore. I see some steps there, so I'm going to try to go there. We were up there before, but down here I can see some steps again. I will take those. So I was checking the old trails app just to stop making assumptions, and it seems that I'm doing okay-ish. I'm not that far from the path. I mean, I'm not on the path, but if I continue this way, I will go back to the path. I guess that clears all the doubts that I had. I guess you're supposed to be, you can be here and everything. So okay, we're safe. And here's the path. I can just tell you one thing. The path that I took is pretty okay, but the people that were going up, that's not okay. That's already off the trail, off the path. When you arrive to the Faroe, at the place where we rented the car, they give you some stuff, they give you some papers. They gave me a map and they gave me some general rules and advice. and one says that like you're not allowed to leave the path, it's private property, the farmer can get mad, blah blah blah. And so yeah, they are going way farther. That's why I hesitated a lot about coming this way, and I only did it because the people that I asked, they told me it should be fine. That's why there's a stair. Here we are. The old trails up is awesome. Gate. Rustic sign, but clear. See how the weather is shifting. We can't see the peaks of the mountains anymore as good as we saw them before. Weather here is so crazy. Yesterday we weren't supposed to have sun, and we had sun. Today we weren't supposed to have rain, and we have rain. They should just synchronize the days, like do opposite to what the forecast is saying. Overall, I think this was an easy hike. There are some parts, maybe one or two parts that were a bit challenging, but I would say that overall it was quite easy. I'm almost there. I can already see the gate. And here's the gate. And I'm out. I like this mechanism because it closes by itself. So far this is the gate that I like the most. They should make all their gates like this. I think I made it. I think I managed to finish the hike without falling. With the rain it's going to get more and more slippery, so I'm glad I started early. So far starting early turned out to be good. Weather has been changing a lot after midday. The only day that it was really a pain was the first one, when we went to the lighthouse. That was really bad all day long. Finally I'm done with this. I quite enjoy it though. I like doing these hikes. I know I complain, but I must admit that I enjoy them. I have an extra pair of pants. I brought some shorts, so I'm going to change because now it's getting humid too. Actually, when I left the Airbnb this morning, I was wearing the shorts, but when we arrived to this town, it was pretty cold, so I had to put my jeans on, and now I have to change again. That's how the weather is. That gives you a good idea. We started over there today. Now we're going this way. It's starting to pour rain, so I'm going to go to the car and take cover there. And now it's sunny and warm. So there's a restaurant nearby, just 5 minutes walking. I'll have a lunch there. Oh, and I changed clothes. Now I'm wearing my shorts. This is a nice surprise. Fully booked for the day. I'm going to ask, but yeah. Well, I asked, but yeah, everything is full. They don't have that many tables. They have about 20 tables, and they said that they have really big groups, 30, 40, 50 people. So that's it. Nothing to do. This is also a hotel. They have a souvenir shop, and they have also restrooms, and they gave some options there, some places where you can go, but they are bullshit places. They are just a couple cafes and gas stations. And I don't mean anything bad with that, but if you want a real meal and not something quick, yeah, that's it. This is everything you get here. I'm really disappointed because this is like it's a remote location. It's not like you are in the middle of the city and you expect that many people to be there. So yeah, it's really disappointing. Really disappointing. So it is what it is. I guess I will walk a bit more the town because I've been from the stream to the left. I thought this was going to be the perfect place to try some local fish. I checked the menu and they have some stuff that sounded promising. They even have fish soup and stuff like that. I'm not a big fan of fish, but if I'm here, I would like to try it. But yeah, not today. I'll have to find some other place. Sometimes when you do spontaneous things, you find these kind of things. So yeah, bad luck. They have a soccer field here. I think every place we were, they had a soccer field. Even the smallest town or village had a soccer field. There are three things in common in every place, every village, and it's a church, a cemetery, and a soccer field. They are really small though, but yeah, they are there. I wonder if you could swim here. Maybe you can refresh yourself, swim for a bit, freeze to death. And now let's go to the other side. Yeah, by the way, I'm not looking for another restaurant. I know there's no other restaurant in the whole area. That's why they were advising to go to a gas station or to a cafe. There's a church. But it's not that old, it's from 1930. Let's see if we can enter the church. I don't think I've seen a church yet since we arrived. Oh, it's closed. Look at that lady, she lived more than 100 years. There are actually quite a few that lived more than 100 years. I guess if you live here, the only thing you do is walk, breathe pure air, eat healthy, walk a lot, move a lot. There's no much more to see. There's some camping area over there. There's like a little park here. Let's take a look. Oh, new kind of gate. This is like a lever. Wow, you see? They like to be creative. Okay, let's see. Oh, actually, there are some kids and I guess their mother. Yeah, I have no idea what it says here. Okay, so I found out this is a memorial to people that died from this city in multiple ways. For example, some people fell, some people died working or fishing, some other people died on different ships that sank, others died abroad, others yeah, I mean there are a lot of reasons. So I think that's it for the little town of Gjogv, and let's hit the road. Look at what people did here with their entrance. I wonder if all this means something. So the idea was to go to a town nearby that has a restaurant, but unfortunately, I don't know if you can see it, but there it says that the road is closed, so we can't go there. Only farmers and workers are allowed. So yeah, I guess the destiny is that we will eat at the gas station today. This other town was only 20 minutes away, although there are more towns along the way, so we might get lucky. So there were a few developments. We found another road to the restaurant that supposedly had the road blocked, so we're going there. It's in that direction, and coincidentally that's the waterfall that we saw the other day when we were going to do the long hike, just from a different perspective. And the other day we were able to see just the first part of the waterfall. Now you can actually see the second part of it, the higher part. The view is just incredible. So we're in Ljósá or something like that. It's a really small village, and I think the highlight is the restaurant. It's a small place, but it looks promising. It has really good reviews. So let's see. Hello.
Hi.
So, catching up, we had lunch. That place was simple, incredible. The only thing is that you have to book in advance. The owner is really nice. It's like a home kitchen, so she would prepare everything fresh there. So not all the items in the menu are available. If you go there without notice, without making reservations in advance, she might offer you some dish that she can quickly make. But the food was amazing. We got really lucky because we told her that we really wanted to try the salmon. First she said no because she had people coming and she already counted that reservation, and we didn't have a reservation. So she only offered fish and chips and some chicken pasta, but we really wanted the salmon. The salmon is something that you have to try here in the Faroe, the fish. And yeah, we tell her that since she was by herself, she needed to clean the table, she needed to cook and prepare the meal for other people that made reservations. We told her like, okay, take your time, we are not in a rush. And she said, okay, let me see what I can do. And yeah, she was able to make one salmon and one fish and chips, so we got to try two of the main dishes that she serves, and they were both delicious. The sauce that came with the salmon was the best part of the salmon. So we left really happy, really satisfied with the meal. And now we cross the island and we came to the next island, which is Bagar. We were supposed to come here tomorrow, but since we still have time, we decided to come today. And the thing is that you have so many things to see in Bagar that we thought it was a good idea to come earlier. We are in the closest point that we had. We didn't want to go too deep into the island. We will do that tomorrow. We came to one of the closest points and we are going to see the Witch's Finger Trail. Okay, so let me tell you a bit about this trail. This trail is taking us to the Trøllkonufingur. It's a witch finger or troll woman's finger, something like that. And it's a 313 meters monolith. So we have 1.4 kilometers there. It's going to be about 20 minutes walk. It seems to be pretty much flat, and then we will have to go back, so it's another 20 minutes. I don't think I showed you before, but those are fish farms. I just asked some people, and it seems that they couldn't see the witch's finger. Maybe the fog is already too low. I have a bad feeling the fog is probably going to cover it. This has been by far the easiest hike, like level 0. So that's where it should have been, right next to that small rock on the sea, but it's not visible. Let me show you. You can see that must be the finger, that one there. That's a small rock there. You see, small rock, finger, but the finger is not visible because of the fog. So yeah, damn it. I guess this is it. I want to peek into the abandoned house. I thought about going in, but I saw some items that looked a bit new, like someone is using that as shelter. And it's raining more and more. I really want to get to the car. This is the first day that the rain caught me outside. I'm already soaking. It's a really light rain, but it's enough. The wind makes everything worse.